as a consultants, we talk about master planning, we call up ICT planning, but what we are actually saying is master planning and ICT planning should go hand in hand now together. There's no point in uh, keeping the technology out of the master planning stage. So master planning stage will lay the foundation for the ICT master plan, the urban planning. But overall, we will have an integrated approach towards the entire project. So if I look at the four pillars, what we call them as the governance structure. Now I'm not going to go at every single pillar in this, but I'm only going to go towards the utilities, social, and probably a little bit on governance. Now physical infrastructure, everybody is aware. So now looking at the social infrastructure, now this is something extremely critical. We are looking at a lot of integration between citizens, a lot of integration between various communities, RWS, to come out in the master plan. Without naming a city, one of the things that the city is planning to do is have a citizens charter and have a citizen engagement platform much before even the master plan discussion happens. It's a brownfield city, of course. So the commissioner, the mayor, the deputy commissioner, and the traffic commissioner, they all sat together. They said, okay, the most important aspect is, can I get my RWS, which is Residents Welfare Associations, as well as the citizens, which is who are going to be there, as my first point of interaction for a citizen engagement on the planning side of it. Now we are looking at urban. I'm going beyond the GIS standpoint because I think you are masters in the GIS. You will talk more about that, but I'm focusing more on the policy architecture. The citizens will actually be an active components in a brownfield discussion. What is that they are looking for? What is the vibrancy in that city they are looking at? What are the components they are looking at as the first priority items in the urban? Is a metro required for the city, or is a metro as a fashion statement for every city? Or I am happy with walkways connecting the office complexes. So if I have the walkways, do I have the ample amount of parking system available to me? And from a parking, do I have a multimodal transportation available? Do I have the street lights? There is a public safety issue, but do I have the street light? Forget about the adding more policemen on the job, but do I have the street lights functioning properly at night? So those are the things which are getting inputted as a part of the community engagement model, and that's where before even the master plan start taking a shape, the citizen, the community interaction is taking a much bigger portion. Governance. Now, recently we had another workshop with one of the states, and most important aspect of that state was we said you cannot deliver this smart city project for any city in your state unless until you have an executive council which defines the project managers, the city project managers, time duration to stay on that project. And most of you in India, you are aware that the municipal commissioner or the deputy commissioner, or even in that case, if in one of the cases it will be a administration, which is authority, they are transferable jobs. The head of that department, he actually creates a vision. He spends a huge amount of time in taking it to a plan stage. By the time he moves to the next stage, he's already transferred. So that's where we said, okay, there has to be a governance structure. You need to carve out this as a separate unit. And you have an IT and ITS policy. You have an industrial policy. You need to have a smart city policy for the state. So because if you have the smart city policy, then you will put a governance structure who will run this, who will benefit from it, and then there will be people who will be taken out from various units and made the in charge for every city. So we're looking at a nodal officer who will be empowered to take decision during the planning and the execution phase for creating or transforming a city or brownfield city or a greenfield city. That's governance structure, governance matrix, extremely important in today's context, and at least from the Indian context, it's extremely important because here the municipal commissioners and the deputy commissioners, they change very frequently. You need to keep that governance straight. Now, it's a debate open for public whether that governance structure or the team has to come from outside, or it is a cadre which is created within the government, or it is a set of empowered IS officers, IPS, or even the municipal or even the other cadres to come and run that as a because that debate will be open as long as we believe that we have an intent to do this project. Because end of the day, it's all about planning for a very long amount of time and then doing a precision-like implementation later on. But planning stage, if you leave the governance structure out of it, that was our suggestion to the state government, and we're very happy that they actually constituted the task force to start looking this as a policy program. That's the second part of it.